que compartir con todo el mundo. ¿No saben nada? Si yo entro, ¿puedo verlo?
Sí, pero es lo que estoy intentando. No, está en YouTube. YouTube.
Ahí se Lima, ¿no?
No, o sea, te tengo que compartir el link.
Oh.
Lo comparto así para todos, ahorita nadie vendría.
Y aquí no va, o sea, está interno, ¿no?
Lo que piden.
Yo pensé que iba a ser online.
No, o sea, sí y no, así, pero solamente para la gente que pide, que familiares. ¿Te vas a dar?
No, o sea, yo decía para ver si ya está, que todo el mundo lo pueda ver. Ah, ok. Está bien, pues. No, negocio.
¿Ahora sí?
Vamos a ver, está cargando. Así que sí funciona. Hace un ratito, pero ahorita...
Mucho peso, me está llegando demasiado.
It's working.
It's working? Nice. Awesome.
It's not the best color.
Yeah. Everything we say here goes there.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. But it's not like for everyone. The only person that's watching is you.
Okay.
So if they ask for the link, we can send it.
Okay.
So if now we can just mute ourselves.
salir al jardín para comprar algunos snacks y bebidas, pero no durante la programa. But you cannot go out either during the program because the actors are using the space. Those are all of my announcements, except for also a warm welcome to ICSLima, as we will also receive some news and notes from one of our directors, Mrs. Schmidt. Vamos a tener nuestra directora, Mrs. Schmidt, aquí para que ella puede explicar algunas notas de importancia.
Hello, friends. I'm so excited to see all of you and so excited that we get a chance to share this story with you. I just wanted to let you know, number one, I see many of my music friends here, and many of them have already come and talked to me. I'm going to be working over here, but I need you guys not to come and say hi to me during the show, okay?
Bienvenidos a todos hoy. Y quería decir a todos que, número uno, como un anuncio, tengo muchos de mis amigos de música, porque y por favor, ella está trabajando ahí, ella está para ahí. Entonces, por favor, visítame después del programa.
I'll be happy to talk to you after. I also wanted to tell everybody that this show, this seems weird, this show is different from other shows that you may have seen. It's different from our Christmas show.
Este programa es diferente que nuestros programas anteriores, presentaciones anteriores. Es muy diferente también a nuestra presentación de Navidad.
This show, you may have noticed when you came in, the whole room is the jungle, not just this stage.
Cuando tú entraste, viste que hay todo el salón, es una selva. Hay cosas arriba y abajo, no es solamente el escenario.
So, because of that, I need you to stay in your chair the whole time if you can.
Y por eso necesito que todos pueden quedar en sus sillas toda la presentación si puedes.
Because we will have animals coming up and down the aisles and running around, and we don't want anybody to get tripped.
Porque vamos a tener animalitos que están saliendo en todas sus partes del salón y no queremos que alguien vaya a caer por la que está ahí.
Also, this show is a participatory show.
También esta presentación necesita participación de ustedes.
So maybe when our storyteller comes, he might ask you a question, and you can shout out the answer.
Entonces, tal vez la persona que está contando la historia va a preguntar algo y tú puedes gritar la respuesta.
And also, at the end of the show, you all have a part to play. You are the water buffalo.
Y también en el final parte de la presentación, todos ustedes tienen una parte para hacer. Ustedes son el water buffalo. No sé qué es esto en español. Búfalo de agua.
So when Mr. Schmidt tells you to, you're going to make a water buffalo running noise, okay, like this.
Entonces cuando el señor Smith dice que van a hacer un río como un water buffalo, haciendo como.
So wait for what he tells you, and it's going to be a fun show. I'm super excited about it. It's different from what you've seen on Disney's The Jungle Book because we try to keep it as close to the real book as possible. And in Disney, there are some characters in the movie that are not in the book, and there are some characters in the book that are not in the movie.
Y también vamos a tener una presentación súper divertida, pero también estamos adaptando eso en base del libro y no de la película famosa de Disney, ¿no? Entonces, por eso hay algunas personas que no están en nuestra versión porque no estaban en el libro. Entonces, por eso hay algunas diferencias.
All right, we're so excited. Welcome our cast.
And you are here for the story. And I am about to tell you a wonderful one. This story is a story of love and friendship, of terrible evil and true heroes, and great adventures. We are going to have a wonderful time together. This story, maybe you heard it. It all begins with a young boy. Do you know his name? Mowgli, that's right. Very good. I'm so glad you know about Mowgli. Did you know that Mowgli's story is over 130 years old? It has been told and rewritten 500 times. So you might ask yourself, why should we listen to it again? Well, my friends, you've never heard us tell it. It all started one night, just as Akela, the chief of the wolf pack, was about to go out on his nightly hunt.
I'm off to the hunt. Keep an eye on the wolf cubs tonight. There's a strange smell in the air, and I don't like the feeling I'm getting.
I too feel a strange prickling in the back of my cloak. Be watchful tonight.
Here comes Sabaki. I like him. He's always sniffing around, looking for food.
Cubs, stay behind me and don't speak. Tabaki may be a fool, but he comes from the jackal people, and there's something about him that is just not right. Now, if we stay calm and quiet, maybe he will leave without much trouble.
Your mother is right, Cubs. Tabaki is known to go a bit crazy at times. And when Tabaki goes mad, he forgets to fear other animals and goes around biting everything in his path.
Good evening, Chief of Wolves. May your noble children have strong white teeth, and may they never forget those who are hungry.
There is no food for you here, Jackal. As you can see, it is only the beginning of hunting time for the night.
Or maybe no food for such a strong wolf pack as this one. Of course, the body just needs so little. A simple, dry bone will make such a great scrounger like you. Who are the jackal people to pick and choose?
You would have me take from my own children's mouths to give to you?
Oh, but I find information to trade. I know something you don't.
Come out with it, foul beast.
Oh, I really would. I would, honorable chief. But I'm so faint with hunger. I don't think I could remember.
Now talk, jackal.
Someone has your kids. They're hunting them.
Who?
Someone whispered all over the jungle.
Who?
Someone with a mighty hunter.
By the moon on the jungle, tell us who.
The great tiger Shere Khan. He told me himself he is going to be hunting in this part of the jungle for the next moon.
He has no right. By the law of the jungle, he has no right to alter his hunting grounds. He'll scare off all the game from 10 miles away.
Yes, he will surely frighten them away. But you know he doesn't hunt by the law of the jungle.
Why should he chase after the deer and water buffalo when he can just hunt in the man village? They keep fat cattle in big herds. Why should people work harder and be smarter?
What do you know about smarts, jackal? Hunting the villagers' cattle will only anger them, and soon they'll come into the jungle to hunt us. Go and hunt with your master, Tabaki. You've done enough harm for one night.
Tell me again when you have a little snack for me little ones.
Knew something was not right tonight.
You can always trust your gut, my chief.
The fool! Even brainless cattle will run from that sound. He'll scare off supper too.
That is not the sound of a cat hunting cattle. Shere Khan is hunting man tonight.
Man? May it never be. The law of the jungle forbids it.
Ah, the law of the jungle. The law of the jungle states that no beast shall eat man. Otherwise, the rest of men will come from the village with torches and guns, and the whole jungle will suffer.
You missed. That is the sound of a tiger instinct.
Raksha was right. Shere Khan had jumped at a woodcutter in the village, and he landed right in his campfire, burning his feet. Back at the home of the wolves, they heard a different sound.
Is that a man cub? I've never seen one before. Bring him here. How strange. So small and weak. So hairless. So bold. See how he joins the cubs? He has no fear. What wolf can boast a man cub living among their path?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
He has no parents. I see no reason why he can't stay with me. I will claim him as my own cub.
Honor us with your presence, Shere Khan. What do you need?
Man can run this way. His parents have run off. Give it to me.
I will not do as you command, tiger.
A wolf takes orders from his pack leader only, not from any striped cattle killer.
She is correct. The man cub is ours to kill or to keep as we choose.
What is this talk of choosing? It is I, Shere Khan, who speaks. Give it to me.
And it is I, Raksha, who answers. The man cub is mine. He shall not be killed. He shall learn to live and run with the pack. Look well, you hunter of hairless cubs, for one day he shall grow to hunt you. Now go back to where you came from and tend to the wounds you received from so foolishly hunting man.
You should be thankful I'm injured, Akira. For surely you love my may will be my dinner tonight. I will go for now. But let's just see what the pack has to say about you little frog. You will come to my teeth in the end. You will still thieves.
Akira and Raksha took the young man cub and named him Mowgli, which means little frog. Shere Khan knew the pack would not take kindly to a man cub in their midst. He thought the only thing he needed was time and patience, for surely they would toss him away. The law of the jungle states that every cub must be brought before the pack at Council Rock as soon as he's old enough to stand. The wolves will look him over, and the pack will decide if he is going to be a member of the pack. Once he's accepted, no adult wolf is permitted to hurt a cub until he is old enough to have successfully hunted a deer. On the next full moon, Akila, Raksha, and the cubs came before the wolf pack, where little Mowgli's fate would be decided.
Listen well. The
Law
law
of the jungle is true. It's called an unbreakable bond. The pack will obey its laws, or forever the pack will be gone. Each wolf must carry its prey to hunt, to hide, and protect.
The law of the jungle is sacred. Its magic will never forget. The time for the presentation of new cubs has come. You all know the law. Look well, wolves, look well. Speak your mind, pack. The heart of and though I am your leader, I too know the law and will abide by it.
mine. Give it to me. What does a wolf want with a nightcap?
Look well, wolves, for we take orders from none but ourselves. Who here will speak up for the man cub?
According to the law of the jungle, the pack must accept a cub if it is spoken for by at least 2 members of the pack that are not the cub's mother or father. The sloth bear, Baloo, teacher of the law of the jungle to all wolf cubs, stepped into the light.
I'll speak for him. There's no harm in a man cub. Let him run with the pack and be accepted with the others. I'll teach him.
Then we need one more. Baloo has spoken, and he is the cub's teacher. Who else will stand up for the man cub?
What does it matter? He has no fur. He will die in the winter rain.
Let's learn in the summer. How can it make it proper?
You accept. Where's the water buffalo?
The pack has spoken. Baloo and Bagheera will take responsibility for the man cub and make sure he is raised under the law of the jungle. Bagheera will take the pack to the water buffalo. Shere Khan, the decision was made against you. Now it is finally time for you to go back to your own hunting grounds.
You haven't seen the last of me, wolves. One day you will regret that they proposed the great Shere Khan.
The only thing I regret is the day I first laid eyes on your cattle-stealing face.
Raksha, that is enough. That tiger's rage is like a fire flower that grows and consumes everything in its path. Let us just hope it does not consume us all someday.
Men and his cubs are clever. You'll see. They're going to be a help to us in the future. I'm sure of it.
I hope you don't regret your choice to speak up for the man cub, Baloo. Now go and make him one of us.
Over the next 10 or 11 years, Mowgli had many wonderful adventures among the wolves. He became strong and fast. Baloo taught him all about the laws of the jungle. And Bagheera taught him how to climb and hunt. Just as Raksha had said, he did indeed grow to be of help to the pack, for no one had his nimble fingers. Mowgli was fearless. No animal could look him in the eye. Mowgli only had to lock eyes with them, and they would be forced to look away. This is how he won all of his arguments.
I found that bone first. You know I did.
You did not.
What is the man called the bone anyway?
Yeah. What do your tiny pebble tits do with it?
What'd you say to me? I'm a wolf and a true member of this pack. Who are you to tell me to do what I should do with what is mine? Mother, look what I bought for you.
You are kind to think of your old mother.
Man cubs grow much more slowly than wolf cubs. After all of this time, he had seen many of his brothers and sisters grow to adulthood. And he watched his mother and father grow older and weaker.
Now that you've had your game with your brothers, it's time for a lesson. Recite the law of the wolves.
The law of the jungle is true. It's called an unbreakable bond. The pack will obey this law, or forever the pack will be gone. Each wolf must carry his weight to hunt, to howl, and protect. The law of the jungle is sacred. Its mandates we'll never forget.
Good. Now Bagheera will ask you a question.
It is against the law of the jungle. I was accepted into the pack for the price of a water buffalo's life. The jungle is mine to hunt, but for the sake of that one, I will never hunt another.
Very good. Now I have a question for my son. One that is very important, but he seems to forget daily.
Oh, I know that question, Mother. You ask it every single day. How could I forget? What is the animal you must be most careful of in the jungle? I know it's Shere Khan the tiger, Mother, but I've lived safely in the jungle for 11 years now. He certainly forgot about me. Plus, he knows I run the pack, and the great panther Bagheera and Baloo the bear are my constant companions. He won't come near me.
Every animal watches the same way. You have a right on. Shere Khan won't get caught. So
It is I, Shere Khan, who speaks. That my crab is a crab no longer, and I have come to collect his mind. Finally, man will suffer from the injury he has done to me.
It is you who caused your own injury by hunting in the man village. If you followed the law of the jungle, you would have never gotten hurt.
Shere Khan obeys whichever part of the law of the jungle is given. Why should the king of the jungle obey the law? He's the law himself.
notice that this tiger can give anything. You say it to make it so, Jackal.
Mowgli is a part of this pack. He is as much of a wolf as any other, and he will be protected as such.
Would you give in the heaven weeping a name have you? Listen, Wolf, I will give you one last chance. The full moon is coming in a few days' time. Surrender the man cap before the time comes, or I will return. When the moon is full, I'm taking myself. And you can be sure I will take many wolves from your pack as well. Now is the time to think yourself, you honorable old chief. How many lives is this man cap worth?
Yes, how many lives?
Kila will not allow this. You will stand and fight.
My son, though I have raised you as my own, I am also this pack's leader. We must bring this to the council. If we fight, we fight. If we die, we die. But the heart of a wolf is his pack, and that includes you. We must abide by their decision.
I understand, Father.
What Akela didn't know was that Shere Khan had been busy over the many years, and it seemed that he was silent. You see, Shere Khan is a tiger, and tigers are some of the most patient hunters in the world. They can lie in wait in a field for hours and hours, completely still and silent, until their prey has forgotten about them and become calm and careless. This is what Shere Khan was doing. Over the years, as Mowgli grew, so did the other cubs in the pack. Shere Khan developed friendships with them and sowed seeds of discontent until many of the wolves grew to be adults who not only disliked Mowgli, but also became distrustful of Akela as their chief.
So that is the demand. Surrender Mowgli, or face the wrath of Shere Khan. I believe we are a strong pack. We can face this evil.
You say you're a strong wolf pack, but look at you. You're old and weak.
I saw you miss it here 2 days ago. The law of the jungle says that if the chief is too old to hunt, he must be killed to make a room for younger, stronger chief.
That's right. How do you make the balance hunting other kids?
Yeah! Down with the killer! Down with the killer! Down with the killer!
Stop! This has all started because of me. I can stop this battle from happening. If I can stop this battle, will you agree to keep Akila alive? I will go back to the man village. I came from them when I was very little, and it is perhaps time that I return. If I am gone, there is no reason for Shere Khan to bother you.
My son has offered a great sacrifice that will benefit the whole pack. What say you?
By the law of the jungle, we promise that we will bring no harm to Akila, so long as the men have lived the pack. Will agree?
My son, I have loved you as one of my own cubs, maybe even more. Remember, wherever you go, you are a wolf, and you are mine. Now, how will you know your way to the man village, Mowgli? And who will protect you on the way?
I'll speak for him. Since I spoke him for when he was younger, I can take care of him now.
I too will look out for them. And I will make sure.
Then go with haste, under the cover of darkness, for surely the tiger observes this place.
As we walk, you can continue with your lessons, Mowgli.
What good will the law of the jungle do in the man village? They don't follow it there.
In fact, there may come a time where this knowledge can save your skin, kid. Now, let's practice the master words.
What master words? For what people? The jungle has many people and many master words, and I know all of them.
Now, don't get too cocky there. Let's start with the hunting people.
We be of one blood, you and I.
What a perfect barracks. Now let's hear it for Ferdinand.
We be of one blood, you and I.
Wow, I would never have known that you were not a bird. Now, a Tuffy, the snake people.
We be of one blood, you and I.
There, now he is fully safe, because according to the law of the jungle, no beast, bird, or snake will harm him. No one is to be feared, except for his own tribe.
And I will have a tribe of my own, and we will swing for the trees and throw dirt and branches down on anyone who annoys me. The monkeys have promised me this. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Mowgli, you've been talking to the Vanderlocks, the monkey people, who have no law. This is shameful.
But they were nice to me on Baloo Street. They played with me and gave me fruits and nuts. They said I'm their blood brother, and I'll be their leader someday.
Mowgli, I've taught you the law of the jungle for all of the creatures except for the Vanderlocks, who live in the trees. This is because they have no law. They respect nobody, and they listen to nobody. They brag about all their great plans, but then they find a cluster of fruit and forget everything they said and start a fight among themselves for nothing. See what we mean, Mowgli? You just can't trust the monkeys. Oh no! Those crazy Vanderlocks must have taken up to the trees. He can be anywhere by now.
The monkey people had gotten it into their heads that if they kidnapped Mowgli, he could teach them all sorts of things, like how to build huts and how to make tools to make their lives easier. Of course, they never would have sat down and listened long enough to learn anything. But this particular night, For these few minutes, it became their most important priority. Ka. Meanwhile, Mowgli was being thrown from monkey to monkey across the treetops of the jungle as they brought him farther and farther from his protectors. After a while, he realized that he must get word to them somehow, or they would never find him. He saw a nearby bird and called out the master words of the bird people.
We be of one blood, you and I. Keep track of where these crazy banderlogs are taking me. And tell Baloo the bear or Bagheera the panther where I am, friend.
Now, Baloo and Bagheera found Kaa stretched out on a tree, enjoying the morning sun and admiring himself, for he had just shed his old skin and was looking especially handsome today.
Good hunting to you, Honorable Ka. Good hunting to us all. Do you know of any game nearby? I am as empty as a dry watering hole.
We are out hunting.
Oh, do allow me to come with, or else I'll have to wait in the trees for days for an egg to come by. The last time one came, I fell out of the trees and I woke the Vanderbilt. They call me the most terrible names.
Footless yellow worm.
Did they call me that?
Well, something like that. But they also said that you lost all your teeth and you're too afraid to have anything larger than a baby goat.
Such nonsense. How dare they say such terrible things?
It's the Vanderlump that we are following now.
They've run off with our man cub. Have you seen him?
I heard you two were seen with him in Cook. Seems quite strange.
Hey, look! The kid used his head. He told this bird to watch where they took him. He says he can show us. You coming, Ka?
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
The monkeys had found these ruins many years ago, and they called them Monkey City. They would run around from room to room, collecting bricks and rocks, hiding them, and then forgetting where they put them. Other monkeys would find them, and there would be terrible fights over the worthless trinkets they found for themselves. They would run down the terrace and shake the orange trees, not because they were hungry, but just because they wanted to watch oranges fall. This they would do until they got bored in the city, and then they would return to the jungle treetops to annoy the other animals, until they got bored of that. Such is the life of the Vanderlog.
I'm hungry. Give me food or give me permission to hunt in these grounds so I can get my own.
The law of the jungle states that you are not allowed to hunt on anyone else's grounds but your own. But of course, the monkeys didn't follow the law. The monkeys forgot what they were doing, as they usually do, and no one brought Mowgli any food. So he decided it was time for him to find some of his own.
I.
They will not harm you, but mind that your feet don't step on us.
Wonderful people in all the jungle. This is us feature.
Did you see Mowgli? I don't see him.
I can find your code easily. Listen well. I am Cod, the great python.
You are called the Great Python.
Everyone must sit. You must bring the man cub to Ka.
I must bring a man up to God.
We be of one blood, you and I.
Yes, I can see your master has taught you well. I will not harm you. You will find them back there. You may need to shake them a bit, for my eyes can hypnotize any creature. Except you, it appears.
Baloo, Bagheera, I'm all right. Let's go.
Ooh, we must go now, before Ka changes his mind and makes us his dinner.
Now, which one of you called me a footless yellow worm?
Let's leave Ka to his plans. This is a family show after all. After the Bannerlog adventure, Mowgli was starting to feel like the Man village was looking better and better. Man couldn't possibly be as bad as the monkey people, right?
Now do you understand what we mean by the monkeys?
I do, and I shouldn't have gone against your advice and let them pull in like that.
Life experience is often the best teacher. I doubt you'll forget this lesson soon.
Are we almost at the Man village?
Soon, young one, but it's near nightfall, and we want to show you during the day. Man is a skittish thing, and we don't want to frighten him at the first meeting.
While this was true, what Bagheera didn't say was that she would miss Mowgli and wanted one last chance to rest in the cool grasses together. Mismatched pack that they were.
Good night, Baloo. Good night, Bagheera.
Good night, Mowgli. Mowgli, it's time.
It's time to wake up, friend Baloo. It's time to go to the Man village. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. Go, wait, it's time to go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
What? Have you not heard the law of the jungle? Never wake a sleeping bear!
Perhaps that is your law, friend. Let's get going.
Hey, what's wrong? Aren't you coming?
Afraid not, kid. We wouldn't be as welcome as you are.
It's true. We are part of the jungle, and now you are part of the Man village.
Will I ever see you again?
Of course, of course. We'll come to the edge of the jungle here. We'll speak in a language only you understand. You can come visit us.
We can't do it often, but when we do, we'll come at nightfall, when the men are sleeping.
I understand. I will listen for you. Thank you for all you taught me.
Never forget the law of the jungle.
And never forget who you are.
Mowgli wasn't sure how to go into the village. There's no knocking in the jungle. And he was nervous. So he decided just to sit down and wait to see what would happen. Mowgli had never been taught the language of men, and the words the villagers spoke seemed very strange to him. The villagers found Mowgli to be strange too, but they welcomed him in, and a woman who looked strangely familiar took him to her home. He listened carefully, and after a short while, he began to understand some of the language. He had a gift for languages, you know. The hardest part of living in the village for Mowgli was nighttime. He did not like sleeping on a bed, and a blanket felt like he was sleeping in a panther trap. Every night, he would creep out of his window and quietly sneak outside of the village. There, he would find a comfortable place to sleep in the tall grass beneath the wide sky.
Hello, Mowgli. It's good to see you, young one. You've grown a bit since I saw you last. They sure do have you looking more like a man.
Yes, I must wear these now. But I refuse to wear what they call shoes. They trap my feet and make it difficult to run and climb.
So, what have you learned in there?
Well, I've learned that men have many strange customs, that they follow almost as strongly as we follow the law of the jungle. When you meet someone, you gather paw like this.
Strange. Why don't they just smell each other? You get so much more information that way.
And they use tools to eat. Little sticks. One with a bowl, one with little spikes, and a sharp one. They get upset when I refuse to use them, but isn't it just easier to put your head down and eat with your mouth?
Makes sense to me, but maybe you should give the tools a try. You want the man village to accept you.
And I'll be learning the language. And today, they gave me a job. I'll be taking care of the water buffalo. This makes me so happy, because that means I can be close to the jungle. And maybe, when no one's looking, I can talk to some of my jungle friends.
Wonderful. I'm glad that they're accepting you.
Well, not all of them. The young ones call me things like wild boy or jungle beast, which is what I am. But they make it sound like an insult.
Don't worry about them. What matters most is that you're out of Shere Khan's reach. He's still looking for you, you know?
And what are the pack and Akila and my mother?
Well, the pack has honored their promise, and no harm came to Akila. But they have stripped him off his leadership. There's no leader in the pack now, except for Shere Khan. He's no leader though. He no longer shares his hunts. The wolves have become smaller and weaker with him. I think he prefers it that way.
Well, I wish I could go back to the jungle and teach that tiger a lesson.
Haha, maybe when you're bigger, but not even the strongest of men can stand against a tiger.
But I'm not a man. I'm a wolf.
The strongest of wolves then. Stay here a while longer. I'll ask the birds to keep me up to date with Shere Khan's plans. I'll come tell you if you need to know anything. Now, I must go before someone sees me.
Goodbye, friend.
What Baloo didn't know was that he had already been seen. The villagers silently watching the easy friendship between the wild boy and the savage bear. Mowgli did well as a herder. He and the other animals understood each other. And of course, he had a special relationship with the water buffalo. Whenever water buffalo was served at a meal, Mowgli always refused. It was just another strange thing about the wild boy. No one understood his ways, and many were afraid of him, especially the villager who saw him with Baloo. And what about Shere Khan? Do you think that he had forgotten about Mowgli by now? Surely not. That old tiger was as mean and spiteful as ever. Mowgli was in real danger now, because every day he came to the same place with the herd, and every day he stayed the same amount of time. This was perfect for a predator like Shere Khan, who was looking for a sure way to catch his prey.
We be of one blood, you and I. How are you be doing today, my water buffalo friends? Why, today is a very fine day. You smell something strange in the wind. Your noses are much stronger than mine, but I can assure you, there is nothing to fear.
Lee.
But Hero, I have not seen you for many months.
I know. I've come now to warn you. Shere Khan is planning to attack you when the sun is nearly down. He knows that when you're moving the herds and are distracted.
I will keep a close eye on the edge of the jungle. Thank you.
Of course. Be safe, little brother.
Dear water buffalo friends, have I ever told you the story of Shere Khan the tiger?
Through the whole afternoon, the buffalo listened carefully to the story of Shere Khan. By the end of the day, they were restless and panicky. As the sun began to go down, they became even more so. They worried for themselves, of course, but even more for their friend they had made in Mowgli. They never had a man who cared for them, or talked to them, or refused to eat their fallen brothers. Water buffalo, do you smell something? It's a tiger! You've got to warn Mowgli! He doesn't see Shere Khan! Mowgli, watch out! Water buffalo, there's a tiger in your midst! Run, like this! Okay, water buffalo, you can relax. You're safe. And look, so is Mowgli!
Thank you, water buffalo friends. I again owe my life to the water buffalo people. The tiger is dead, and you will no longer terrorize any man or any beast.
Jungle beast, you are no longer welcome in our village. I have seen you speaking to many animals, bears and panthers, even our own water buffalo. You are a sorcerer. I have told the village elders about you, and they are going to come here and bring the red fire and the rocks to chase you out of our village.
I always knew man was crazy. I will go, but no, I do this because I want to, not because you forced me to. The tiger is dead, and my jungle family needs me.
Mowgli didn't care one bit that the man village didn't want him around. He missed his wolf family and all of his other friends. He had even missed those crazy monkeys. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him under the light of the full moon. He gladly scaled rocks and mountains. He swam wide rivers and easily jumped over bushes and shrubs. With the thought of his family and friends as his fuel spurring him forward, he knew the pack would be meeting tonight, so he ran straight to Council Rock.
Where is everyone? It is the first night of the full moon. We should have all been meeting here. We be of one blood, you and I. Where are you, my brothers?
My son! I thought I'd never see you again. How did you venture back into the jungle? At night? Tiger.
Brother, the tiger, he's dead, and none of us have anything to fear about anymore. Why aren't you meeting her? You should have all been here.
I'd be glad to take the lead again, but I grow old and need a young wolf to train up who will take my place as leader. I nominate my son, Mowgli.
Yeah, he defeated the tiger and has lived many monkeys and men believe. Perhaps we can learn many things from him. He is stronger than anyone man or wolf. Mowgli! 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 Mowgli!
I wonder what all the commotion was about. I should have known it was you.
Seems to me that someone's about to be named Chief.
Well, Chief and train.
No problem. I happen to know that you are a mighty fast learner. Of course, you've been surrounded by the best teachers.
The jungle is ready for a party. The tiger is gone, and we are free from his reign of terror. Mowgli's going to be chief!
Listen well.
The law of the jungle is true. Its code an unbreakable bond. The pack will obey this law, or forever the pack will be gone. Each wolf must carry its weight, to hunt, to howl, and protect. The law of the jungle is sacred. Its mandates will never forget.
And that is the end of our story. But not the end of the adventures of Mowgli and the wolves. One day he grew up and found a wife who had a fondness for animals. But that's another story for another day. if I told you that Mowgli's story is like our story? In the Bible, adoption is used as a picture of what God has done for us. Just like Mowgli, we are born into a world that wasn't what we hoped for. And we were separated from love and care that we were meant to have. Mowgli was separated from his family and learned that the evil of Shere Khan was stalking him. In a similar way, we were born into a world of spiritual poverty, dirty, diseased, and helpless. We were separated from the love of God, not as innocent orphans, but because we chose to rebel against him. This rebellion is what the Bible calls sin, and it separates us from God. And this separation leads to something even worse, eternal separation from God in a place the Bible calls hell. Our world is a dangerous jungle with an enemy who prowls around, seeking to destroy us. The Bible says your adversary, the devil, prowls like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Mowgli was lost in the jungle until he was found. And just like him, we were lost in the wilderness of sin until God found us. But then Mowgli was adopted into the pack. He was accepted, loved, and eventually became one of them. We too were found by God in the middle of the wilderness of sin. And through his love, he chose us to be part of his family. God didn't just say, come in and be part of my family. He gave his very life for us. He cleaned us up, removed our rags, and clothed us in the righteousness of Christ. He fed us with his truth and guided us in his wisdom. He brought us into his family, where we now have brothers and sisters to share our burdens and our joys. And he made us heirs to his kingdom, that for all eternity we would experience the unfathomable riches of Christ. But here is the real question. Are you his child? The Bible is clear. Because of sin, by nature, we are children of wrath, not the children of God. So how do we become children of God? The answer is in Galatians 3:26. For you are all sons of God through faith in Christ Jesus. It is not about trusting ourselves or our good works to get into heaven. It is about trusting Christ, who died to pay the penalty for our sin. For everyone who believes in him. And remember, salvation is completely the work of God, not something of man. We invite you to speak to any staff member here at ICSL, or scan one of the codes on the last page of your program to learn more about becoming a follower of Jesus and an adopted child of God. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our... Was that an awesome show? Woo! And right now we would like to especially honor the directors, Mr. and Mrs. Schmidt. So Mrs. Schmidt, also could you come on up here? Vamos a honrar a nuestros directores de la teatro, el señor Schmidt y la señora Schmidt. Ahorita, right now we have some gifts to give you, but these are but a symbol of how thankful we are for what you have committed and taught our students through this entire process. You've committed countless hours in and out of not just rehearsal time. You've used your own personal time all the time. So much brain power, so much emotion and passion that yes, I cannot put it into words, the amount of work it is to put on such a successful show. And so thank you so much for not only sharing your time, your efforts, your energies to share the passion of Jesus, but also the passion you have for Christ with our students. So, muchas gracias por todo.
Look at that house lights. Cass, you may come out and greet your audience. I think they're sneaking in the back door. Everyone's in back. You can go take pictures and enjoy.